Good morning, student. Today I am going to discuss Unit 2nd of Financial Market and Services, and my topic is NABARD. As we know that Indian economy post-independence was an agriculture economy. But after the independence, the focus was mainly on manufacturing and the trade sector of the economy to boost development. As we know, the population in India live in the rural sector, and so it is very important to develop the financial activities there. That's why the government set up NABARD there. The full form of the NABARD is the National Bank for Agriculture and the Rural Development. It was set up in July 12, 1982, and the main purpose of the NABARD was to promote rural growth and to ensure the provision of production as well as the investment credit requirement for rural and agriculture growth. NABARD is a top development bank and has the mandate to facilitate the credit flow for the purpose of promoting and developing the agriculture, village and cottage industry, and small scale industry. It also ensures the growth of the handicraft industry. It is one of the most important institutions in the country. NABARD is responsible for the development of the small industries, and moreover the bank is under the supervision of the board of directors which the government of India will appoint. The headquarters of NABARD is in Mumbai, but it has many branches and the regional divisions. Role of NABARD. It is an apex institution which has power to deal with all the matters concerning the policy, planning, as well as operation in giving the credit for the agriculture and other economic activities in the rural area. Moreover, it's provide offering the refinancing for the purpose of extending credit to the rural area enterprises. It coordinates the rural credit financing activities of all sort of institutions engaged in the development work at the field level while maintaining a relation with Government of India and the state government and also RBI and other national level institutions that are concerned with the policy formulation. It's carry out the proper evaluation, monitoring and inspection of the client bank, develop and promote the institutional development, providing research and training function for various participants such as bank and cooperative working for the rural development, carrying out the role of being a facilitators for the bank and the regional rural banks, assisting the state government also in achieving their targets for providing aid to the various institutions. Moreover, NABARD is also give a support to the Reserve Bank of India, the government and other stakeholders in the process of the rural growth process. NABARD is also prepare the rural credit plans annually for all the districts in the country, and it is very helpful for the growth and the development of the economy. There are the certain functions of the NABARD. The National Bank, which is known as a NABARD, is relating to the is given a high priority the project formed under the IRDA. It provides refinance for the IRDP accounts in order to give the highest share for the support for the poverty alleviation program run by IRDP. Other than the activities included under the IRDP, it also makes the service area plan to provide backward and the forward linkage and also infrastructure support. NABARD also prepares guidelines for the promotion of the group activities under the its program and provide 100% refinance support for them. It also established a linkage between the self-help group that are organized by the voluntary agency for the poor and needy in a rural area and offer a credit agencies. It moreover refinanced to the complete extent for those projects that are undertaken National Watershed Development Program and National Mission of Waters Wasteland Development. It also has a system of district oriented monitoring studies, which study is conducted for a cross section of schemes that are sanctioned in a district to the various banks. It also initiates appropriate action to remedy them. Moreover, NABARD also offered a financing solution to the following institutions. They are providing the short-term credit to the seasonal agricultural operations, marketing of the various agricultural products, marketing and dispersion of the product such as fertilizers and herbicides, other activities pertaining to the rural development, real commercial activities, facilitating the production and the trade of handicraft. The bank also provide a medium term credit and the long term credit. In the case of the medium term credit, the NABARD offers medium term credit to the various approved institutions such as regional rural banks. Such credit may range from a few months to the couple of years. NABARD also provides a long-term credit facility. It may also extend such services to the approved institution. NABARD also coordinated with the institution offering the rural credit. It also supports the Vikas Volunteer Bahini program, which offer credit and development activities to the poor farmer. Moreover, it also inspects and supervises the cooperative bank and regional rural banks to periodically to ensure the development of the rural financing and the farmers' welfare. NABARD also recommended about licensing for the regional rural banks and cooperative banks to RBI. Moreover, the NABARD also provides assistance and support for the training and the development of the staff of the various other credit institutions. It also runs the program for agriculture and rural development. It is engaged in the regulation of the cooperative banks and the regional rural banks and manage their talent acquisition through IBPS-CWE conducted across the country. Moreover, NABARD also work towards improving the capacity and efficiency of the credit delivery system, offering help to the government, represent the government as well as RBI for keeping a watch on the agriculture sector. It also provides aid to the state government in subscribing to the shares of the state cooperative banks. The bank also act as a regulatory function. Regional rural banks and other cooperative banks are required to get a NABARD approval for seeking RBI permission for the purpose of opening new branches. Moreover, our regional rural banks and other cooperative banks are bound to file a return and other documents with NABARD as well as RBI according to the Banking Regulation Act 1949. The Banking Regulation Act 1949 allows NABARD to carry out the inspection of the regional rural banks and other cooperative banks, excluding primary cooperative banks. Now, my next topic is the Export-Import Bank of India. The Export-Import Bank, Exim Bank, is a public sector financial institution which is again created by an Act of Parliament in 1981. It started its business operation in March 1982. The banks took over the tasks were earlier undertaken by the International Financing Wing of the Industrial Development Bank of India. It provides assistance to importers and exporters. Its other function is to act as an apex financing body for the international trade. The Exim Bank offers refinancing facility to the various institutes such as Commercial Bank. The Exim Bank was set up by the Act of Parliament and its main purpose was to offer financing for the purpose of promoting foreign trade. It also coordinates the activities of various financial institutions engaged in this sector. During the year 2004 and it to 2005 and 2008 to 2009, the government of India subscribed to the share capital of the bank to the tune of 200 crore and 300 crore respectively, and moreover it is wholly owned by the government of India, and it was also set up for the foreign trade, as we have already discussed, for the purpose of financing, facilitating and promoting the foreign trade in India. Exim Bank resources basically includes the bonds, certificates of deposits, commercial paper, term deposit, term loans, and foreign currency bonds. The main the Exim Bank is the principal financial institution in the country who is going to coordinating the working of institution engaged in financing export and import. Moreover, its head office is in Mumbai and it has a network of 15 offices in India and overseas. Export credit. The bank provides export credit on a deferred payment terms on export of Indian machinery, manufactured good, consultancy and technology service on a deferred payment term. Lines of credit or the buyer credits are extended to the overseas entities and that is sovereign government, central banks, commercial bank, development finance institution, regional development banks as for giving the loans to the uh, for giving the loans for the export and import. There are certain other objectives of the Exim Bank. The bank aims to provide the comprehensive services to the Indian project exporter. Moreover, its help in increasing the scope of export contracts. It offers the lines of credit to the foreign financial institution as well as the foreign government. The bank helps in reducing the credit risk of the Indian foreign traders by offering lines of credit. The bank has also launched export marketing services program for the purpose of aiding the small and the medium scale business. The bank also runs the Rural Initiative Program under which it endeavors to connect Indian rural business with the global market. The banks provide a wide range of facility for the people interested in making capital investment. The, the bank aids in program by providing mentoring facility as well. It also offers advisory and the value added information services. Moreover, their supporting groups are the planning and research, accounts, legal, coordination, human resource development, establishment, and moreover, the function and the working of the Exim banks include the banks offers financing services for the foreign trade of India and other third world countries, financing of the joint ventures abroad, offering loans to the Indian entrepreneurs, performing several merchant banking activities such as underwriting of bonds, debentures, stocks, and shares of business involved in the foreign trade, offer a technical, finance, and administrative guidance to the business involved in export and import. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.